How you can actually take nootropics sustainably, and the biggest mistakes that people make that make them take nootropics for 2 years and then stop taking nootropics either forever or for a long time thereafter. Coming up.
Cortex is the productivity stack. This is the stack you want to take for total mental energy, total mental dominance, total motivation, verbal fluency, focus, and the drive to get work done. Get the Cortex Nootropic stack at livecortex.com. Feel what it feels like to fire on all cylinders.
That thing is incredible. Get the Cortex stack at livecortex.com. $29.99 right now. Enter the coupon code 5. That takes it down to $24.99. That's a powerful stack. 3 digital guides. As you see in this breakdown, in this video breakdown I'm showing you, these are digital guides that are long. They got a lot of interesting chapters in them, and all those chapters have very detailed nootropic stack breakdowns. And these are highly effective guides. Get them at livecortex.com. We got 3 of them: the Racetam God Guide, New Pet Pro Stack List, and Smarter, Better, Faster. Lastly, we have a consulting service. It's a 40-minute call with me, 15 additional email correspondences. Get all that stuff at livecortex.com. Thanks for sticking with me through the Product Pro. By the way, for those of you that, I got a couple emails recently like, dude, you're selling way too much. I know, and we have to, and here's one of the reasons why. We are building a few other commercial pre-made stacks that are actually going to be cheaper than Cortex. So we want to actually provide something to the nootropics market that's exceptionally cheap, somewhere between the $20 and $28 price range, on a great sustainable focus and verbal fluency and productivity drive you to action stack. We're working on it. The ingredients are almost, we're almost where we need to be. It is incredible, but we have to fund it. I haven't taken any money from investors for this company, and so that's why. So we're gonna keep on doing it, and also we're very confident in our products. We've got great products, no question about it. When you love what you sell and when you love what you have and you know it works, that's the best gift in the world because you're happy to talk about it. Okay. So check this out on the topic of nootropics and sustainability. Somebody hit me up, recently and said, "Hey, look, I've been taking nootropics for 2 years. They helped me to get a promotion in my job. From that promotion, I leveled my position. I sort of got leverage in my position within this company. I built good relationships with the senior people within the company. I'm in, and I'm good, and the company's growing, and I'm going to be good." And nootropics were, they were a non-marginal a basis for my improvement. They played a major role. But it's been 2 years, and I've sort of been taking them every day, and I just would wake up and I would go in and take an oxyracetam theacrine stack or something, or modafinil, and I would go in there and I would just kill it. I'd be productive, and I got this promotion, and everything was going well. But the thing is that I really never cycled. And lately, as of the last 6 months, not only have nootropics, this guy, telling me, this guy works for, I think it's a pipe, like it's one of these giant pipe companies. Like if you go into any big, large company that has 1,000 or a million square foot building, like a giant warehouse or a casino or whatever, chances are this company sells them the sprinkler system pipe fittings, but that's what kind of company it is. And he goes, the last 6 months I've been taking nootropics. They've lost their oomph, okay, to a large extent. Some of them just outright give me side effects right now, like brain fog. Like I get brain fog from taking certain nootropics. Some of them are just entirely overstimulatory to where like I can't even take low doses of them without them making me feel like there's some problem. Like the guy takes tyrosine, and these days he can't take tyrosine anymore because it makes him anxious. It makes him right away. His body has like this memorized physiological response to the tyrosine. Shoots up epinephrine, norepinephrine, and just gets anxious, doesn't like it. And he's like, and so dude, tell me what to do. He basically wanted to do a nootropics consult, and I was like, you know what? Let's not do the consult. Here's what you do. And here's the answer to that problem, and here is why people take nootropics for 2 years or 3 years or 4 years, and then they run out of gas because they're not pumped, because the things run out of oomph or they run into side effects or whatever. I told him, look, you are using nootropics like you use coffee. And they are not meant to be used like coffee. Now, that's the bottom line. You should not be taking nootropics every day. So some of you are surprised I'm saying this. I've been saying this for 4 years. Like, I've been saying this for as long as we've been putting content out. You should cycle between, different stacks and cycle between different systems. So take racetams for a month, stop. Take dopaminergics for a month, like modafinil and phenylalanine, stop. Take a month off. take Alcar for a month, stop. Get into some high-level new pep stacks, like in the new pep pro stack list. Just, take some of those stacks because they're exceptionally powerful. Get some good brain performance, stop. Apply nootropics when you need to learn a whole bunch of things, right? Engage it, do it, learn a bunch of things, acquire the information, do it, right? Take modafinil, apply nootropics for productivity tasks, on and on and on and on and on. But the biggest mistake that people make, besides using nootropics surgically for brain state specific tasks, is they basically just never ever cycle at all, period. Every day they're taking nootropics and they're taking them consistently. This dude was rolling into work every day with some kind of stack, and he was mostly racetams, lots of modafinil, uridine, Alcar, GPC, all the stuff we talk about. Lately theacrine and all this stuff, and frankly, it's like funny because like theacrine is the only thing that's still like pretty predictable for him, and that might even change too. But the biggest reason this is happening is because because of the consistency of usage. Okay, let me just be clear about my nootropics usage over time and what I'm not sure if this is the case for everybody else, but I think this is going to be the case for a lot of people. If you want to be like me, and you want to take nootropics for a decade, and I've been taking them for almost a decade, and you want to be able to take them sustainably, like tomorrow I've got a whole lot of work ahead of me, and we're going to do 50 milligrams, I've already got a stack, 50 milligrams modafinil, 100 milligrams pramiracetam, 300 milligrams choline bitartrate, 50 milligrams theacrine, 5 milligrams vinpocetine. That's my stack for tomorrow, right? But I don't take that stack every day. I might take that stack once or twice a month. Like that's in the Racetam God Guide. Like I've just got all these stacks written out. So I know like why I can just like toggle between all these stacks. And then you know what? This weekend, I've got some leisure stuff that I'm doing with some friends. We're going to talk about business and talk about other stuff, but we're just going to be drinking a lot of coffee. We're going to go to this one casino, might have a beer or two. I'm probably not going to take any nootropics this weekend. All right, next week I got work, so I'll maybe take some nootropics depending on the day. Some days I just drink coffee. Folks got to know that you have to be able to take a break because because these things are going to happen if you don't. Right? You're going to engage in receptor downregulation, which is basically just tolerance. You're going to overload the acetylcholine system of your brain, and then you're going to run into brain fog. You're going to crank up a particular neurotransmitter set too much, like the fight or flight neurotransmitters from tyrosine or phenylalanine or like P or something, and then you're going to run into anxiety. You're going to take too much L-theanine, and then eventually you're just going to feel like listless and whatever. You've got to take breaks. You've got to rely on caffeine. You've got to rely on meditation, eating well, sleeping well. You've got to toggle between stacks, and you've got to learn a sensible cycling protocol. Okay, we've got some good cycling protocols in Smarter, Better, Faster. We've got good Racetam protocols in the Racetam God Guide, and we've even got some new pep cycling protocols in the new pep pro stack list. But yeah, this is the thing that I see across the spectrum. People take them for 2-3 years, 4 years, 5 years, but they're taking nootropics so consistently and they're really not varying their stacks that they end up in a place where they're getting side effects or something's wrong or it doesn't have the same oomph. And that's just because you didn't cycle appropriately. You didn't switch between systems and stacks. And you were just reliant upon everyday usage of nootropics. Look, they're very alluring. Nootropics are very cool. They are. I don't know. They might be the coolest thing in the world to me. It's like that and meditation and the brain. That is the coolest thing in the world to me. It's really cool. But you've got to know how to use them sensibly so that over time you can keep taking them. Because who wants to burn out on nootropics? Like who wants to not be able to take them because you have a tolerance for them anywhere? Like not me, never me. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to do that. So if you don't want to do that either, that's what you've got to do: sensible cycling, and that is why folks take nootropics for 2 to 4 years and then they're like, I can't take them anymore. It's because you didn't cycle.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching the video. Thanks for being with me. Ryan Michael Balla here. Check it out. These 4 are our powerful nootropic products. So start from the top. You're going to want to hear this. Number 1, the Cortex stack. That is our powerful pre-made stack. This is the stack you want to take if you want to get work done. Let me just be serious with you. I created that stack running a company 18 hours a day to get my brain to have massive verbal fluency, total motivation, right? Total overall mental fluidity, lots of mental energy, lots of drive to work. Entrepreneurs need brain performance. We created that stack. stack for people that really, really need brain performance and ain't messing around. The Cortex stack, get it at livecortex.com. You will love that stack. Those digital guides, we'll start from the Racetam guide. That guide is a digital stack list of some of the most highly effective brain state specific Racetam stacks on the planet. I mean, basically you're getting oxiracetam, piracetam, aniracetam, phenylpiracetam, coliracetam, fasiracetam, nefiracetam, pramiracetam stacks, very powerful stacks of all those racetams laid out in that guide. The New Pep Pro stack list is a giant list of sublingual, oral, and nasal new pep stacks. So we've got just myriads of lists of very specific, very surgical new pep stacks that are highly effective, time tested. I mean, you take one of those stacks, your brain turns on, you will thank me. That thing is digital too. These are all digital, downloaded at livecortex.com. And then lastly, Smarter, Better, Faster is a digital guide that teaches anybody that's within the 1 to 2 year range of taking nootropics, how to take nootropics, how to think about taking nootropics, how to use nootropics surgically to really get optimal brain performance, to totally dominate the realm of nootropics. It gives you very many stacks, my favorite stacks, everything from modafinil, caffeine, theanine protocols to aniracetam, microdosing protocols to uridine, ALA, Alcar, choline stacks to basically everything else in between. I mean, if you want the most powerful stacks on the planet, you want my personal stacks and my personal philosophy on taking nootropics, get the Smarter, Better, Faster guide. Get all these guides. Get all of this good nootropic stuff at livecortex.com. We make elite level nootropic products for elite level nootropic players. Are you one of them? Let's find out. livecortex.com. Make it happen. Thanks for being with me.